Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Focus Reading. My name is Renee. I'm the creator of the Hermit's Moon, and I pull tarot and oracle cards every single day to help us figure out what our focus needs to be and how we need to get there. So today, as I'm filming, we've got a hurricane that is in the area. It's probably going to hit about 3 hours for me around New Orleans. But right now it's beautiful, the weather, there's no humidity. I'm out on my porch listening to my beautiful wind chimes, and I'm just ready to see what Spirit has for us. So let's take a look. Let's see what our focus is today. Oh, a repeater card. Tears of joy and sadness. Okay, we've got different polarities, extremes here. We've got joy on one end and we've got sadness on the other. And whenever I pull this card, I always feel like it is a message of just an emotional roller coaster kind of day. So if you're feeling that energy, I think it's predictable. You're probably going to have highs and lows today. Go with it, ride the roller coaster, go with the flow, and experience all the feelings, because that's the best way to process them and move on. Okay, let's take a look and see what tarot has for us. Our first card, the World. We are coming to the end of a cycle. When the World shows up, it's about endings and beginnings. So what does that mean for you? What have you? I know we've been on this roller coaster of extremities, and that's what the day is telling us. Maybe this is a sad thing for you. Maybe you're closing a chapter that you're happy about, but not necessarily ready to say goodbye to. It's okay. We get comfortable, and there are you can have two things be true at the same time. You can be joyful and you can be sad about something all at once. But just know that this is coming to an end. If it's something that's really making you sad, you're going to ease into some joy now. And if you're happy, this is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune card when we have this combo. Enjoy the wheel when it's upright, because change is the only constant thing in life. But we're learning lessons, we're moving forward, and we're going to embrace new beginnings. Okay. We also have the Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy for me when I read. So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This could definitely be confirmation for you. Look, we have the kitty cat here. She's showing up here with the Queen of Swords, and she is also here in Tears of Joy and Sadness. So that might mean some sort of confirmation for you. There is also a kitty in the World card. There's probably cats in a lot of these. These decks are called the Everyday Witch. So, cats are familiars. Excuse me. This could be a common theme. I don't always look at the symbols in a card. Sometimes I just get the intuitive hit. But I definitely see where this cat could be something important. It could be a sign for someone. Sorry, excuse me. When the Queen of Swords comes around, it is about thinking logically, using clarity, clear thoughts, and communicating well. She can be a bit harsh in her delivery sometimes, so I always caution people to be careful how they word things, because she's not emotionally driven like the Queen of Cups. She's more about logic and cutting to the chase and speaking her truth. That's going to serve you well today, but just realize you got to be careful. Sometimes we've got to temper that a little bit. Let's see what our last card is. Okay, more swords energy, the Two of Swords. And here's our black kitty cat, just like here in the World. When the Two of Swords shows up, we are definitely talking about duality here. So we've got Two of Swords. It can mean that you're possibly putting off a decision that needs to be made. And we also have the duality with joy and sadness. There's a message here somehow for someone about duality and how that is going to really take shape in your world today. But it's decision time. It's time for you to stop putting off whatever it is that you're needing to take action on, make a decision about, and it's time to get the job done. So make sure that you are choosing wisely, especially with this Queen of Swords. She could be telling you to think with your mind and not your heart, to put your feelings aside in order to make the best decision possible. But it's crunch time. It's time for this to come to an end so that you can move on into your next phase, into your next chapter, and make the decision and get the thing done. All right, let's check out our T cards. We have an astral card. Love. Okay, I feel like this could definitely be talking about a love relationship for you. Could be romance in the air. Maybe you're possibly choosing between two people, or maybe you know that the time has come to say goodbye to a love. You know, we have the world telling us that a chapter is coming to an end. We have tears of joy and sadness and a decision that needs to be made. The Queen of Swords is telling you to think logically about it, to not stay in this relationship for the wrong reasons. You know, sometimes we just get comfortable, or we have all these warning signs too that we know a relationship is not good for us, and it's time for you to take action and move away from that relationship. You've stayed long enough. You know what the lesson needs to be. Now it's time to accept it and deal with it. Now that's not going to be for every single love relationship, but you're going to know who you are when you see this, if that message rings true for you. For other people, it might just be about making a decision. May not necessarily mean a goodbye, but it might mean something in the relationship needs to change, and it's time to make that decision and get moving. Okay, let's see what else we have. Vase, a secret admirer. Okay, this is always a flattering thing, but I'm wondering if this secret admirer is coming in between a love relationship with someone. You know, we've had this message of duality. We have this person here who's needing to make a decision, the Two of Swords. Perhaps your heart is being led down a different road with someone else, and you're needing to decide between two lovers. Remember what the Queen of Swords is telling you. Think logically about it. You know, you have to, of course, love this person, love both. You probably love something about both of them, but who's going to be the best for you? Who's going to be the best fit? Who aligns with you the most? It's time for you to use the Queen of Swords energy to think logically about this person and this relationship. But for some of you, if this could be a new beginning with this World card, you may have a secret admirer that's going to turn into a love relationship. And that might be the new chapter that's going to open up for you. It's just, there's a lot of interesting scenarios on the table today. And remember, these are general readings for the community. So you have to take what you want, what suits you, what resonates, and leave what doesn't for someone else. This isn't like I'm sitting down reading for you specifically, because we have a lot of different energies involved. So keep that in mind. But I always believe that something I say in these videos is going to resonate with you and help you figure out what message is meant for you. Now let's take a look at our last card. We have Dog Close Up, pleasure with a close friend. Okay, this close friend could be becoming a love interest. Maybe there's a good friend of yours that possibly has stronger feelings for you, and they've really been torn up about it with this tears of joy and sadness. Maybe they're worried they don't want the friendship to end if love gets involved and can make things messy. Maybe that's why this Queen of Swords is telling you or that person to think logically so that you don't mess up the dynamic of the relationship. Because once love is on the table, that does change everything. It's hard to go back to the way things were. That's just common sense. We have the world telling us that whatever it is you're contemplating here with this Two of Swords, it's going to be an ending that brings a new beginning. What does that mean for you? It's time for you to sort that out logically with this Queen of Swords energy and figure out the tears of joy and sadness. Is this going to be a happy ending for you or a sad ending? You have to figure that out. But there's a friend that is close to you. You've enjoyed this person's company. You enjoy hanging out with them, and someone is developing feelings. Could be them, could be you, but there's a lot to sort through on the table if you fit into that scenario. Okay, guys, lots to think about here. I'm going to sign off and run to the grocery store just to make sure if the storm comes our way that I'm prepared. But I hope you all will have a great day. There's a hummingbird on the feeder right there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to move around this way. Beautiful. Remember, hummingbirds remind us to live in the present and experience joy. So I hope that's what you guys will do today. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, have a good one, guys. I love you, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.